KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning to you. It's Thursday, February 1st.
Well, we made it to Thursday, we made it to February, and it's been a nice week so far.
It's been a fantastic week weather-wise around here. Really can't complain as we wrap up the month of January and jump right into February.
We're going to get one more of those days, guys. So February 1st starts off nice, but tomorrow's going to be a little different. We got some more active weather coming in and things will change. I think you'll still like the weekend forecast. It's really just tomorrow night that we're focusing on. In the meantime, let's get through today's forecast because, yes, it is going to be nice. By noontime today, we'll be in the mid-60s. Partly cloudy skies is what we'll call it, although we're not seeing a lot of clouds out there right now. And then we make our way up to around 70 or so later this afternoon with partly cloudy skies going into tonight. Southeasterly winds will be like 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hey, you guys mentioned February. We're here. Let's look at the climatology real quick. February 1st. Our average high is 65, our average low is 43. By the time we get to the end of the month, the average high is 70, average low is 48. So you can see we start to warm up in the month of February, but it is one of those wild months. We can go as low as 4. We saw that back in 1899, or as high as 100. That was back in 1996. So February brings us all sorts of different weather. And I think that will be the case as we get into tomorrow because foggy conditions will start off our Friday. You'll have to contend with that as you head off to work and school tomorrow. But the bigger story is going to be the threat for some strong storms. Possible Friday evening through, I'd say, sunrise Saturday. That's the time frame we'll be watching. Hail and gusty winds will be our main threats here. And then the other big story will be very gusty winds on Sunday morning. 45-mile-per-hour gusts. That will present a fire danger for some of the areas, especially those areas that have not seen rainfall. So we're going to talk about all of this. Plus, we got the drought monitor coming up as well here in just a couple of minutes. Let's get over to RJ now. How are things looking on the roads this morning?
All right, Justin, things have been going pretty well out there if you are headed out right now. Now, we do have a little bit of a slowdown taking place here on the southwest side. You're looking at the camera here, Loop 410 at Ray Ellison Boulevard over on the southwest side. Traffic is getting through here, but we do have a construction closure at one of the exit ramps there right before you hit Ray Ellison. So if you are headed out southwest side, keep this in mind. You may get slowed down just a little bit there. Loop 410, it appears the traffic coming southbound there, Ray Ellison Boulevard. One other thing to let you know about in the moment, we have a stalled vehicle being reported eastbound at 90 at Couples Road, but traffic still moving pretty good in both directions there at US 90. Now the rest of the city, things looking pretty good right now. Do see kind of our normal delays in the downtown area, but nothing major to let you know about this morning. Do want to let you know about gas prices because we have seen those increase over the past couple of weeks or so. We're now looking at $2.95, the average gas price here in San Antonio. That's up about 20 cents from just a week ago. So if you see anything under $3, I would suggest maybe filling up. This might be a good time to fill up because gas prices we've seen increase over the past couple of weeks. So we will continue to keep an eye on that. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
Yeah, thank you. And 9 at 9.
Top U.S. intelligence leaders are warning about a cyber threat posed by China. They say hackers linked to the Chinese government are targeting critical U.S. infrastructure, preparing to cause, quote, real-world harm to Americans. Water treatment plants, the electric grid, oil and natural gas pipelines, and transportation hubs are among the targets of state-sponsored hacking operations. U.S. officials announced they had disrupted a sweeping Chinese cyber spying operation.
This morning, authorities are still investigating what caused a building under construction to suddenly collapse at the airport in Boise, Idaho. 3 people were killed and at least 9 hurt. It happened when a crane was placing something on the steel framework when it collapsed. An airport spokesperson says while the hangar is on airport property, it was being built by a private company.
The Federal Communications Commission wants to make robocalls generated by artificial intelligence illegal. The agency has proposed the Telephone Consumer Protection Act include voice cloning technology used in common robocall scams targeting consumers. The FCC's announcement comes after a robocall with an AI voice resembling President Joe Biden recently targeted thousands of New Hampshire voters.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Service will present an opening offer to drug makers today to haggle over prices on certain drugs used to treat heart disease, certain cancers, diabetes, and autoimmune diseases and other conditions. This marks the first time that Medicare has been able to negotiate with drug manufacturers over prices. The negotiations are set to last through August 1st. Final prices were set to be announced September 1st, but they won't go into effect until 2026. Pharmaceutical companies are pushing back, calling the negotiations unconstitutional. The Biden administration is facing several lawsuits over the program.
Interest rate cuts are likely on the way. Just don't expect them anytime soon. After leaving rates alone at its first meeting of the year, Fed officials now say they don't think they'll start cutting rates until there's more confidence about the inflation dropping to 2%. Fed Chair Jerome Powell saying he does not think that's likely by the time their next meeting in March.
Now is the time to make sure you register to vote, as the Texas primary election in March will be here before we know it. You have until Monday, February 5th, to register to vote and submit an address change for the midterm election. You can check your status or verify your information on the Texas Secretary of State's website. Early voting will begin towards the end of February, and Election Day is March 5th.
Disney is set to begin banning password sharing on its streaming services. In an email to Hulu subscribers, the company said it would start limiting sharing accounts outside of your household starting March 14th. Hulu's user agreement, along with those for Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, explicitly prevent users from impersonating someone else by using their username or password. Disney CEO says the company planned to address the issue of password sharing in 2024.
Reba McEntire could be back as a TV leading lady. The country singer is set to star and executive produce a pilot for an untitled NBC Universal sitcom. In the show, McEntire's character inherits her father's restaurant and discovers her new business partner is a half-sister she never knew about. Reba's last leading role was on ABC's Malibu Country. Currently, she is a coach on The Voice.
Rodeo season is here, and a scene from the Old West will be recreated downtown this weekend. Join us for the annual Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. You can line the parade route and watch as bands, carriages, horses, and those famous Texas Longhorn cattle make their way down Houston Street. The parade is set to begin at 11 a.m. this Saturday. If you can't be there in person, you can watch it on all of our platforms. That's on KSAT 12, KSAT Plus, YouTube, and on KSAT.com. And that's today's Night at 9.
In your morning headlines, it's now going to be harder for law enforcement to get a hold of Ring camera video, plus a sneak peek at this year's Super Bowl commercials.
And now you may be able to cook up one of your kids' favorite party foods in your own kitchen. David Sears is here with your morning headlines.
It has to do with a mouse and cheese.
Okay.
So there's your hint. And I'm not completely understanding the whole concept behind this. Think about that for a minute. All right, let's start with this. If you own a Ring door camera, from now on, your video may not be used by police to help solve any crimes without your permission. The Ring Quest for Assistance tool has ended as of yesterday. Investigators used to be able to just get the video directly through Ring's Neighbors app. Police and other investigators can still use the video, but once again, they need permission from the owner, and they have to give them the instructions on how to deliver it to that particular agency. But the new steps won't change the way that they solve crimes.
We're not going to stop solving crimes. We're not going to, the community is not going to be in any more danger than it was before.
Yeah, officers can still get warrants if it is necessary to get that Ring video. They always rival the Super Bowl game itself. We're talking about the commercials. This year, some new additions and some old friends are coming back. Not going to give them all the way, but give you a little sneak peek. Oreo's putting a new twist on their ads, using the twist for life-altering decisions. The Clydesdales are back, and so is the puppy, but not a puppy anymore. David and Victoria Beckham also make an appearance, and a talking cat. Granted, just one word, but a very important word.
Okay, it's during the big baseball game.
Super big baseball game.
Oh, was it the hockey ball?
Hockey ball.
All right, got to help them out a little bit with that one. Once again, just a little taste. You can see some of that's the Oreo commercial right there. Many more to come, as you know, and we are still a week and a half away from the big game. It's always a challenge when to go up and get your snacks.
Yeah.
And that's why you have the DVD thing. You always back up and watch commercials.
And to be honest, the commercials have kind of stunk in recent years, so maybe we'll have a better crop this year.
These aren't bad.
It looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, so I like the Budweiser commercial. Always like the Clydesdale.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, you can now have a taste of Chuck E. Cheese at home. They have now come out with a cookbook, at least the Mounts did. You can't be surprised that the cheese-loving mouse wouldn't want you to enjoy the food experience at your house. The Mouse has come up with over 128 pages of recipes. Who knew there was 128 different ways to make a pizza? Some of the recipes are geared towards those big birthday party gatherings. The book comes out in March. So here's my problem. I thought the experience of Chuck E. Cheese was actually going, spending all your parents' money or grandma and grandpa's money on all those games, and then getting a quick slice of pizza and a drink, and then going back to all the games and spending more money. I thought that was, how do you do that at home?
You're correct about that.
See?
So even if we brought the pizza home, they're going to want to play games and win prizes, and unless you think that through, you're not going to have the full experience.
Do you still get like tickets, and then
No.
how does that work now?
So what's interesting, not just Chuck E. Cheese, but Peter Piper, all of those, they're switching over to, it's like a card. It's a card, and so it keeps track of like how many points you have, so you can use them for prizes.
Oh, okay.
And that's how you load your card also to play more games. So that, now you have the kids walking around with the card.
Instead of like handfuls of those little tickets?
Right, no, not anymore. And we kept on doing that to the very end because it was like satisfying to see all the tickets come out of the machine. And now it's just a card. Yeah.
Times are changing, David.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they can still spend my money though, them grandkids.
Yes.
Thank you. 909, 54 degrees. Well, 14-year-old turns a bad experience into a positive project.
So after her Lego set was taken by a porch pirate last year, she decided to start a project to give back to local students.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from Briscoe Elementary School, where Leah Hernandez is giving Legos to students.
Good morning. Through donations, all of these Lego kits behind me will be given to students here at Briscoe Elementary. And this morning we have Angela, Leah's mom, who is so excited, and they're actually starting a ceremony for this big celebration. Good morning, and tell me, how is Leah feeling today?
She is feeling so excited, a little bit overwhelmed, but excited that she's going to get to put Lego kits into the hands of kiddos in her community.
How was all of this possible?
She wanted to start a project, at the beginning of her high school years, and she wanted to make sure that kids had the same kind of opportunity that she had that got her on her career path to becoming an aerospace engineer. So that started with Legos and robot kits, and that brought us to today.
I have a feeling with all the support that we're seeing here, we're seeing SAPD here and different other leaders from our community, this is going to continue.
We're hoping that it will continue and get bigger, and that we'll be able to provide more kits to more students throughout our entire city. Right now we're focusing on kids in SAISD, but we would love to see this everywhere.
You must be so proud.
So proud. Yes, so proud. I'm proud of both of my children, but yes, Leah has started something, and we're so excited that she's so dedicated to her future and the future of other children as well.
And who doesn't love Legos? Hello.
I'm coming to find out that there's so many people that do, adults included, so yes.
Well, we're going to stick around, and we're going to listen to the ceremony that just started, and we'll bring you that story coming up on the news show. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. What a great story.
11 minutes past the hour, 54 degrees. Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
Well, now how changes in weather can affect your plants. So in today's segment of Gardening with KSAT, our Sarah Costa will show us how you can keep up with the changing weather and take care of your plants.
Well, that's another tough loss for the San Antonio Spurs. David and RJ are standing by with highlights and lowlights after the break.
Well, our Spurs battled back, but could not come up with enough magic to beat Orlando.
San Antonio loses its second straight at home. David and RJ are back with more.
David, you're
delirious over here.
No, that's just
laughing at me.
Spurs 70. The Spurs lost. Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Okay.
We'll make it through.
You got to be used to this by now.
We'll survive.
No, we had a couple of wins, right?
I mean, it's happened 38 times already.
Am I the only one thinking that she needs to go to more games this year? Because
I think something
that's
happened.
been the magic trick.
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember magic trick, little literally.
You remember back in like November and December, the Spurs would like get a lead, blow it, or they'd be like way down, and then they would be able to come back and just like almost pull it out, but not quite. It was both of those things last night in this one. They had a big lead to begin with. They blew that, and next thing you know, they're down 25. It's like, what am I watching here?
Yes. Well, when you said November, I was like, you mean hope, David? When there is hope?
Yeah, well, that's when we're going to shock the world, I think.
Yeah. Hashtag shock the world. Justin, we're not going to let Justin ever live that down.
He was right.
Wemby, here's the thing. As you mentioned, David, Spurs came out ready to roll. Jeremy Sohan, he was snubbed for that Rising Stars game, and he actually played himself. He had himself a nice game. Spurs, once again, as you mentioned, David, the formula.
Woo, look at that.
Come out early,
Yep.
right out the gate, and then they have these moments where they just fall apart.
Second and third quarter was the bugaboo. Third quarter especially, they turned the ball over, get this, in the third quarter, 12 times.
Yikes.
At the 7:12 mark, or the 7-minute mark, they had already turned it over 12 times.
Yeah.
That is, double that. You got 24 points of possession that you just wasted. So that was the killer, and that's when Orlando went up 25, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, boom! It's like, what happened?
Yeah, but again, you dig yourself in such a hole that really, you're down 25 points. You have to make this incredible run just to get back into the game, and then again, once you get back into the game, some late game mistakes once again costing the Spurs. David, the Spurs were down by 2 points with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. By the 1 minute mark, that lead was about 23 points. So just give you an indication. It was just it was a rough night, rough third quarter, and the guys just they go through these moments here where they just struggle, especially on defense as well.
A couple of things. They did go on a 15-0 run in the fourth quarter to get it all the way down to 10. And after the game, one of the things that Pop was talking about was Jeremy Sohan. He started out like a house of fire. He ended up turning the ball over 5 times, and Pop said he's got to learn to slow down. He's too fast. He skips steps in the process of whatever play or whatever he's trying to accomplish. And so the guys just got to learn to slow down a little bit and let the game come to him. And that's my phrase, not Pop's. Let the game come to him.
No,
but Pop was talking about how he gets going too fast, and he just skips all over the place and ends up making mistakes.
And it works. And I think especially with Jeremy Sohan, I think he gets so ahead of himself sometimes where he's trying to make a play, trying to make things happen. But you mentioned the 5 turnovers. That was pretty big. He led the team in turnovers yesterday, and it just kind of combined with this effort there in the third quarter that really cost them. That being said, Devin Vassell had a nice game. Victor Wembanyama had another double-double, another 20,
actually,
6 blocks.
Victor only had 8 rebounds.
Only 8 rebounds. Come on, Victor.
Only had 8. Only had 8 rebounds.
No,
but Vassell did have 26 points, and Victor did have 21 points. So I still say right now, even with the way Victor's playing, Devin Vassell is still my guy on the floor.
Oh.
I still say he's still the overall best player on the floor.
Okay. Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing because
that's my thing. Is I'm kind of
Wemby's getting there, but I'm giving Wemby a little leeway to catch him. But overall, if you watch the two play, if you watch all these guys play, and then Trey Jones, it's Trey Jones, it's Wemby, and it's Devin Vassell. Are the 3 guys that
Jeremy Sohan, very inconsistent. Keldon Johnson, again,
even more
did not play even at times even more inconsistent. So, all right.
2 and 3 on the homestand, 2 games left, New Orleans and Cleveland. So, they still have a chance to have a winning record on this homestand before they go away for, 2.5
games
weeks.
here, right? Back-to-back Friday and then Saturday.
And then see you later. They're on the road. Rodeo road trip. They moved the dirt into the Frost Bank Center. And off we go to San Antonio's rodeo. 10 and 38. 10 and 38.
Okay.
There's hope, Stephanie.
Thank you, guys.
So.
Yeah.
Cheer up, Stephanie. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not. It's okay.
We had some wins there. We'll be okay.
10.
It's called smiling through the pain.
We're going to shock the world next season.
Oh.
Yes, you were right last time, and you're going to be right again.
I figure if I just say it every year, eventually it will be true.
At some point,
Spoken like a weatherman.
Yeah, kind of like race for Sace. We're still saying race for Sace like 10 years later. So,
Justin was right, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Steph.
Well, think about all the tickets that sold right before the season started and all the talk and everything that we got. We're still okay, and you were right.
Getting the number 1 pick was pretty shocking.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Okay. All right. You keep working on that, Justin.
Keep working on it.
Keep working.
Will do.
Guys.
Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go.
Yeah, you better say that.
Oh, yeah, rough season. Anyway, we got to talk about the drought monitor. It is Thursday after all, so let's see where we stand now. We promised last week that we would get some more improvement. I think we did. So this is 2 weeks ago. I want to show you that because this really is kind of more representative of the improvements that we've made. San Antonio, Bernie, Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, all within that extreme drought. Now let's fast forward to today. We've eaten away at that. The rainfall, that big rainfall that we saw at the end of January helped. So now parts of San Antonio are in a moderate drought. That is good. It's not perfect, but it's good. We still have some places in the hill country, though, that are still within the extreme drought. Now, my hope is tomorrow we'll get some rain in here and we'll erase some of that, too. Outside right now, 54. Dew point is at 47. That number is on the rise. Calm winds. And as we look at the satellite picture, we know we have a little bit more moisture out there because we have some of these morning low clouds. They won't stick around too long, but if you're watching us from Kerrville, Bandera, Lakey, or Rock Springs, it's cloudy there at this hour, not in San Antonio. We avoided the clouds this morning. And then you've got some cloud cover over towards Gonzales, Victoria, and Beeville. So with the sun out, I think temperatures do get into the 70s today. We'll forecast 70 here in town, 68 Fair Oaks Ranch, 73 out in Uvalde, 69 Lakey. Another day right around 70 degrees, another beautiful day. You may start to notice the humidity just a little bit more. And by tomorrow morning, things will really get more damp, more humid. We're going to have dense fog to start your Friday morning, so the commute could be a little bit rough as far as visibility is concerned. This should last for a couple of hours, and then we'll see how long the morning clouds stick around. It goes mostly cloudy as we head into midday, and then by the afternoon, here's where things start to get ramped up. We've been talking about that storm system out west. Well, now it starts to move in, and this is where we start to get showers and storms. A couple of showers maybe along I-35, but the main action is going to be out west. So Del Rio, Eagle Pass, down to Carrizo Springs initially Friday afternoon. Any of these storms that develop out here could be on the strong side. It's worth watching tomorrow afternoon. And then by the evening hours, these storms push towards San Antonio still could be on the strong side. And some of these could put down some decent rainfall totals. We're not looking for huge numbers, but I think there could be some heavy rain in spots. By midnight, this is starting to progress east, so some good heavy rain in places like Seguin, Gonzales, maybe over towards Forestville and Pleasanton. And then this will try to get out of here by early Saturday morning. Now, there will be another, I think, broken line coming through around this time here in San Antonio. But once that pushes through, and this is 7 a.m., these storms are getting out of here and will make their way, I'd say, out of our eastern counties by, say, 10 a.m. The severe weather risk tomorrow and tomorrow evening, pretty widespread in the sense that it covers a lot of geography. Basically, Del Rio to Houston, there is a risk for some strong to severe storms tomorrow. What is the main threat? I think it's hail, some larger hail with some of the bigger storms. There will be some gusty winds with the bigger storms too. And we mentioned there could be some heavy rain, although I think flooding's not a big threat. And tornadoes, while we can't completely count them out, that is a very low risk. Rainfall potential, 1/2 inch to 1 inch here in San Antonio, 1 to 2 inches off to the east. Lower numbers off to the west. So yes, we could pick up some decent rain out of all this. 70 on Friday, 72 Saturday. There's that 70% chance of rain. Now the other thing we got to talk about is the wind on Sunday. Very windy. Coming up here at 9:30, we'll talk about how strong those winds could be. We'll be right back.
Well, it happens. Have you ever fallen victim to a credit card skimmer? Turns out it is a huge problem, not just in San Antonio, but all across the country.
They're designed to steal your debit or credit card information. And we asked the San Antonio Police Department for a list of places they found skimmers in San Antonio last year.
That's right. And it's in most parts of town. It's a list of more than 24 locations. We have mapped them out for you. You can find them right now on KSAT.com. We'll be back. We are continuing to dig into the more than 200 pages of emails and text messages between the Bexar County District Attorney's Office and a group called the Wren Collective. They're a criminal justice reform group.
In some of those messages, the DA's office discussed specific court cases with this group. And as our Erica Hernandez reports, the DA's office even asked that messages be moved to a private account.
So help me God.
The
The Bexar County District Attorney's Office has been talking with the Wren Collective since 2019 when Joe Gonzalez took office. Records show they talked about policy, providing Gonzalez with press releases, talking points, and sending over op-eds the Wren Collective wrote on behalf of the DA. There were also discussions about a high-profile case in October 2022. A now fired San Antonio police officer shot Eric Cantu while the teenager was in his car in a McDonald's parking lot. Jessica Brand, founder of the Wren Collective, reaches out to First Assistant DA Christian Henriksen, saying, quote, "My guess is there will be a lot of misinformation out there. If I were Joe, I'd probably have a press conference, maybe with the sheriff, explain you are dropping charges and why they were ever filed. And then that obviously the video is extremely disturbing. If you want, we can do talking points that don't lead to commenting on the case. We've done it for others." Henriksen responds, "I'm trying to get Joe on the phone now. I'm going to advise we dismiss immediately." Later, Henriksen confirms they are dropping previous charges against Cantu. Also in 2022, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar announced an investigation into migrant flights out of San Antonio, organized by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Gonzalez meets with Salazar and then texts details of that meeting to Jessica Brand, saying there's not enough information to believe that immigrants are actually being recruited for this plane trip. In 2023, tensions escalated between SAPD and the DA's office after several officers were shot by repeat offenders. Following a town hall meeting with Gonzalez and McManus, the two shook hands. The next day, Henriksen sent a message to Brand saying, "Glad he did that. Doubt Chief would have shook his hand if Joe didn't force it on him." But that tension wasn't over. Last September, Brand reached out to Gonzalez about a firm from Washington, D.C. willing to help him if a lawsuit is filed to remove him from office. Gonzalez responds, "I do not always check my work emails as often as I do my personal. Can you please see that any future communications with this group sent to, please? I would also suggest any communications coming from you, Jess, go to that email because my secretarial staff can see my emails and I would prefer this go to CH and I only." Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
We have the hundreds of pages of text and emails posted for you to see on KSAT.com. You can follow our process and stay up to date on this story by scanning this QR code.
Go ahead and look out there with a live cam. It's already looking really nice out there. The sun out, 55 degrees. You know, these are temperatures that we can handle, Justin.
Yeah, it is really nice out there. And we're going to continue to see some pretty nice weather going forward throughout the rest of today. Now, things start to change a little bit tomorrow. That's when we're going to get some more active weather coming in, maybe some fog tomorrow morning and then some storms by tomorrow evening. I was just pulling up the pollen count. I want to show that to you. It just came in about an hour ago. Mount Cedar is moderate at 160 moles or low. So Mount Cedar keeps fluctuating on us. Jumped back up today for whatever reason, but it is there. I want to alert you there. We are trying to make our way through Mountain Cedar season. We're almost there, almost through. Here's the big picture. And what you'll notice is out west, there's a lot going on from Seattle down to San Francisco, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. You got rain, you got storms, and you got snow in the higher elevations. That energy is going to make its way towards Texas. So that's why we're encouraged about the chance for rain next few days. Now, in the meantime, we don't have any rain right now, but we do have some morning clouds that we're watching. So far, they've stayed out of San Antonio, so that kind of forces us to adjust the forecast just a little bit. I thought we'd see some clouds this morning, but with more sun, that'll push temperatures up. So 66 noontime, I think we'll be up around 70 this afternoon. Southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then despite tomorrow morning when things start to change, low visibility for that Friday morning commute. We're going to dig into the storm chances too and talk about the gusty winds we're also going to see this weekend. That's coming up here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Well, the UIL just released its new districts for the 2024 through 2026 athletic seasons.
Yeah, literally just happened a little short time ago. And David and RJ have been poring over this info, cramming.
All this stuff David's printed out.
Yeah, up to the very last second, trying to find out what's going on with all this realignment.
This just happened. You know, this is the most anticipated off-season event in high school sports every 2 years to see where's my school going to end up this year for the next couple of years. So, and there are some interesting changes as we comb through all this information.
Yeah, definitely a lot of information to get through. I think a couple of key takeaways, David, early when we start with the 6A schools. Comal Canyon, we've seen that school grow by leaps and bounds. They are now in 6A along with Steele, Judson, East Central, and also you mentioned earlier, Buda Johnson's in
Buda Johnson joined this group, so that's kind of weird. I've never seen that far north come that far south, except San Marcos has.
I-35 district.
But yeah, so that's just that's the I-35 district. So that's 6A. But then we get into some more interesting stuff. We go to 5A Division 1. Listen to this. Listen to this district. Eagle Pass, Wynn, Laredo, Figueroa, Laredo, Martin, Laredo, Nixon, Northside J, San Antonio Southside, San Antonio Southwest, San Antonio, and San Antonio Legacy. It's like, whoa, that's an odd-shaped district.
You know, we were talking before we went on about just the travel here, and I think biggest thing there, David, is that John Jay for a long time has been a 6A school. They will no longer play against their other Northside schools, so the Mustangs, despite having a 10-3 season last year and making it pretty far in the playoffs, they have been bumped down to 5A. That actually may be good for them in terms of competitive balance, but at the same time, they just had a great year in 6A against Northside. They're not playing Northside schools anymore. They're playing Southwest, South End, Southside.
And by the way, back to the 6A, the two Northside districts in 6A pretty much stayed the same. So there were a lot of changes. But here's another interesting one. 5A Division 2. Bernie, Kerrville-Tivy, Alamo Heights stays in this district, along with Veterans Memorial, Harlandale, McCullum, and Victoria West.
Yes.
So,
you mentioned, Alamo Heights, David, they were kind of in a tough spot because they had been playing a lot of the SAISD schools, and really there was not much of a competitive balance when you looked at Alamo Heights. So it's good that they are playing against Bernie, the Greyhounds. Bernie's been real good over the past couple of years, so the Greyhounds are a legit squad also in that district.
So here's my favorite, not favorite. All right, this is the big change. This is District 14 in 4A Division 1. Listen to this one. Comal County Lake. That's up there north of Canyon Lake, right? So then you got Comal Davenport, which is one of the newer schools. Then you got Fredericksburg, Pleasanton, San Antonio Kennedy, Somerset, and
Man,
Uvalde. You better hope gas prices go down.
I see some mileage on some school buses.
Man.
Yeah, definitely.
That is just, but you know what? You got to give the UIL credit. I mean, they've got all these schools to deal with, and they're trying their best to make it fair. Number one, you got to get, populations in the same districts, in the same levels, 5A, 4A, 3A, Division 1, Division 2, and then you got to find these schools that they can play within reason.
And obviously, David, we're seeing a lot of new schools. You mentioned Comal Piper, Davenport. Those are some new ones. Sotomayor has popped up over the past couple of years in the north side. But, and through realignment, through redistricting, we do see some rivalries that will still be played. But again, one big one here, Edgewood ISD Schools, Memorial and Kennedy. So they are now dropping to 4A, but they're not in the same district. So again, the Kennedy Rockets versus the Memorial Minutemen, probably going to still play in the regular season, but no longer a district game there. One other big thing, New Braunfels goes from 6A to 5A. So interesting that New Braunfels dropped down. Canyon ended up going up. And Smithson Valley stays in 5A after they made the state title game.
And the Frontier Bowl is still intact.
Hey, you got to keep. You know what? I did double check that one. I made sure that Harlandale and
McCullum are still. Okay,
my neighborhood.
One more quirky one for you, for the ones that like the quirky ones. District 14 in 4A Division 2. Bandera, Carrizo Springs, Divine, Pearsall, and San Antonio Memorial. That's it.
Well, that's where Memorial and Kennedy are being split up. Yeah.
So, so there's only 5 schools in that district, which means you're only going to play 4 district games. So does everybody make the playoffs?
4 teams are going to make the playoffs out of that district. That's why it's sometimes when you look at this realignment and you see 6 school districts, 4 of those schools are going to make the playoffs. I get it, we're getting bigger, but also at the same time,
so that's just another
5 school district and 4 teams make it. But good for those.
Another problem that creates
they're going to go in knowing that they have a chance.
You're only going to play 4 district games, so now you got to go find 6 other games to play that are non-district opponents because you're only playing 4 district teams. So that's the next challenge for these coaches and these administrators. They got to find teams to play so we have a 10-game season.
Yeah, David, real quick. So I've been messaging Mary Rominger. She's working on an article right now kind of with some of these key takeaways. I know they're going to have a lot more coverage. Our photojournalist, Mark Mendez, the great Mark Mendez, the OG Mark Mendez is out there covering this event as they release it to the local schools as well. So you're going to get a lot more coverage on KSAT. KSAT 12 Sports.
is a lot to digest. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Considering it's kind of a last-minute analysis, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
A lot of stuff there.
Hey, man, high school football
order.
and high school sports all together.
The best.
And here we are, only
Exercise
February
football.
1st.
Yep.
Fired up and ready to go.
Yeah.
9:41, 57 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and we'll be right back.
Let's check out ZooCam. Always a great day to go to the San Antonio Zoo, guys. The flamingos are active right now at just about 9:45. Last night, all these ZooCams are on KSAT.com. Last night, as I was going to bed, I actually looked to see what's happening on these cameras. All the flamingos were having a late dinner. They all had their heads in the water.
Interesting.
The hippos were in for the night. I didn't see any of the cranes, but yeah, all those cameras are available at KSAT.com.
The cranes are a little shy.
During our next big cold snap, I want to take a couple of these cameras and see how the animals are doing.
Well, remember last time it was cold, they were in the water.
Yeah.
I can't figure these flamingos out.
That was strange.
They were kind of frozen in place.
Yeah.
Although the water was not frozen solid.
Yeah.
Well, true, but man, their feet, I guess they just put one leg in the water, not two, so maybe that helps. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at the time lapse this morning. We just fast forwarded right past it. But what I will show you is that we had some clouds rolling in this morning. There we go. And those have since passed us, and now we got the sun out. So any sort of cloud cover that we did have is gone, at least here over San Antonio. And now temperatures are warming up as a result. As we look over the airport, 54, calm winds, dew point is at 47. Here's our forecast today, noontime 66. Up to 70 by 3 and 4 o'clock. That'll be our high today. Partly cloudy. I think we'll get some more of those high clouds moving across the sky. And then by this evening down to 63 at 8 p.m. with southeasterly winds 5 to 10. Now that southeasterly wind is going to pump in some good moisture for us. So we'll get some fog by tomorrow morning. This is the storm system we've been watching for several days now. Still a big one. Some of the energy, now there's a low spinning out here over the Pacific, but some of that energy has already moved inland. And it's that energy that's going to work its way towards Texas by tomorrow. So you see the unsettled weather here, snow and rain and storms all across the west. Pretty indicative of a El Nino type pattern. What can we expect here? So let's walk you through the forecast. Today, generally partly cloudy and fine. But as we get into tomorrow morning, there you go. Dense fog develops. We'll get a low cloud deck that will develop, and it'll hang around for a while. So we're going to call it mostly cloudy on your Friday. Once we get into the afternoon, this is midday, you see the clouds still there, but once we get into the afternoon, we're going to start to see some showers and storms developing. Maybe a few along I-35, but the bulk of it at dinner time is going to be out west. Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs. This is where we could get some strong storms too. Hail and gusty winds would be the main concerns. And then these will work towards San Antonio. See some clusters of storms here. These too could pack a punch. Hail and gusty winds still a possibility, even here in San Antonio tomorrow evening. So if you have Friday evening plans, you do want to keep aware of the weather. And you can do that through the KSAT weather app. We'll be sending out push alerts and letting you know exactly what's going on. Midnight, these storms kind of gather. It looks like we could get some good rain if this does indeed happen. And these models aren't perfect, by the way, but if this does indeed happen, we could get some good rainfall totals, especially across our eastern counties. Still some storms around 4 o'clock, but by 7 a.m., these storms are pushing east and should be out of here in time for the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. Severe weather risk tomorrow, pretty widespread, stretches from San Angelo to Waco, San Antonio, Victoria, Houston, you name it. So a large portion of Texas is within this risk. It's low end, but what we're watching for is hail being the main threat, but gusty winds as well. There could be some spots where flooding becomes a problem, and tornadoes are a very low end risk. So that is what we'll be monitoring tomorrow. Then the other side to all of this, once this moves through, we're looking at Saturday and Sunday here. So this is 5 p.m. Saturday. We've got wind gusts 20 to 25. It'll be breezy on Saturday, but it's Sunday that I'm more worried about. By Sunday morning, we could get gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour during the morning time. So if you have plans to go to church Sunday morning, know that it's going to be very, very blustery and gusty. And the other part of this is with those gusty winds. Now, the places that don't get rain, we know out west it's been kind of hard to come by, we could see a high fire threat. So we've got some dry grasses and vegetation out there. We'll get lower humidity moving in on Saturday, and with those gusts to 45 on Sunday, I think there will be a decent fire threat on Sunday that we'll need to watch out for. So here it is in the extended forecast. 70 Friday, 72 Saturday, 70% chance of rain Friday night into Saturday, clearing out. And then 69 Sunday and windy. We'll get 60s next week. Next week looks pretty nice with cool mornings, nice afternoons. So you see that basically our I'd say two focus issues there, or focuses that we're looking at. Friday night into Saturday, and then Sunday with the gusty winds.
Well, at least overall it looks nice. I know the winds will be maybe a little interesting, but I mean, still pretty weather overall.
We've had a lot of wind events this season, but it continues right on into February.
But no Christmas decorations to hang on to this time.
Sure.
Thank you, Justin.
9:50, 58 degrees.
Well, after the break, the latest in Hollywood and a look at some movies coming out this month.
Hollywood has a full slate of new movies lined up this month.
Rick Damigella takes a look at the new and old movies making an appearance on the big screens.
You and I, we're not so different. Agent Argyle.
Little help? Hold on.
February at the movies kicks off with the action comedy Argyle arriving in theaters tomorrow.
You're him? I can't believe you're here. Do you like music? I have the cure. Oh, not that kind of cure.
Catherine Newton stars in Diablo Cody's horror rom-com Lisa Frankenstein. The coming-of-age story opens in theaters February 9th.
Is everything okay?
I'm a gross red monster!
Don't worry, you aren't experiencing deja vu. Disney and Pixar are bringing the 2022 animated film Turning Red to theaters for the first time, after shifting to Disney Plus during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Fur flies into theaters February 9th.
Reggae is a people music. People coming together.
Two big movies arrive on Valentine's Day. The Wednesday releases are the biopic Bob Marley, One Love, starring Kingsley Ben-Adir.
You don't think this is weird, how we're all connected? It's honestly like the least weird thing that's happened all day.
And the Spider-Man adjacent adventure, Madam Web, starring Dakota Johnson.
I'm leaving town. I am too. That was my plan. Where are you going? Tallahassee, Florida.
A road trip takes a major detour when Drive Away Dolls rolls into theaters February 23rd.
Time isn't the problem. Getting out alive is the problem.
Also hitting theaters on the 23rd is Christopher Nolan's Tenet. The special release will be in theaters for 1 week only, playing on 70mm IMAX, IMAX Digital, and traditional 70mm film screens. Getting an extra large popcorn in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
We're already starting to see temperatures get close to the 60s. We'll be in the 70s this afternoon. Another great day, but a couple of things we want to make sure you're aware of. Tomorrow morning, first off, fog. It will be foggy as you head off to work and school on your Friday. And then we'll get clouds most of the day. The other thing, if you have Friday afternoon or Friday evening plans, know that storms will begin to develop during that time frame. We could see a couple strong storms. Our best odds of rain are late Friday night into Saturday morning. So you could get woken up Friday night. It could be a little bit loud in spots. This should all be out of here by sunrise Saturday. So if you're heading out to the Western Heritage Parade, Cattle Drive, all looks good there. The other big story, too, will be the gusty winds on Sunday. Gusts to 45. Make sure if you have any loose items, trash cans, all that fun stuff, make sure they're secured because, as we know, they'll blow away. As I know all too well.
Your poor trash can.
My trash can will end up down the block.
Yeah, well, at least you got it back.
Got it back.
Yeah, and then we're going to be aware of it and be ready for that win.
That's right.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day.